Religion is art, said William Blake. Religion is art, not money. This is a very pregnant statement, and only a man like William Blake could have made it. He is a mystic poet. What is art? Art is a way, he says, of doing something: painting, poetry, dancing, sculpture, music, pottery, weaving. Art is a way of doing something. He does not say anything about creating oneself, but that is exactly what religion is. It is not painting, it is not poetry, it is not sculpture, it is not music, but something on the same lines, something beyond creating oneself. Religion is a way of doing something also: living, loving, seeing, being. All art is making. It is helping God to create. That's why I call the man who said to God, "Can I help?" the religious man. If you want to know the Creator, you will have to become a creator in some measure on your own. Poetry may not be religion's proper, but it points in the right direction. When a poet is really in a creative state, he knows something of religion, a far away, distant music, because when he is in a creative state, he is no more himself. He participates, although in a very small measure, but he participates in God. Just a drop of divinity enters into him. That's why great poets have always said, when we write poetry, we are not the creators of it. We become possessed. Some unknown energy enters, sings, dances in us. We don't know what it is. When a painter is lost into his paintings, he is utterly lost into his painting. His ego disappears, maybe only for moments, but in those egoless moments, God paints through him. If you participate in God, God participates in you. Art is an unconscious form of religion. Religion is a conscious art. Art is as if you are religious in a dream, but it is pointing in the right direction. The artist is the nearest to the religious, but it is not understood that way. You don't think of a poet as religious or a painter as religious. On the contrary, if somebody fasts, tortures his body, makes his being ugly, you start thinking that he is religious. He is simply being violent with himself. He is just suicidal. He is neurotic, and you think he is religious. Neurotics become Mahatmas. They are respected and worshipped as saints. They are not religious at all. The difference between a so-called saint and a murderer is not much. The murderer murders somebody else, and your so-called saint murders himself. But both do the same thing. Both are violent. Both are destructive. And when you are destructive, you are the farthest from God, because God is creativity. To me, aesthetics is the closest neighbor of religiousness, not ethics.